Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Your local bedhead here. We are going to be diving into another Amy's Crypt video, and this one I'm actually really curious about, only because I don't recall ever doing too many videos on the Paris Catacombs, which honestly is probably one of the scariest places I can think of. When you ask me what are the scariest places on the planet, I could always mention the Paris Catacombs. I would never want to do that, and maybe that's because I saw As Above, So Below, but I'm also insanely claustrophobic. I'm insanely claustrophobic, so when I see people climbing through these small spaces on top of bones trying to get to the other side of certain walls and things like that, it's a no-go for me, man. I'm terrified of that concept. So this has always been one of those places that just really eerie me out, and also it's probably dusty as all hell down there. I have allergies. It's terrifying. And not only that, but obviously the remains of all of those human skulls and bones, and I mean, there's just levels upon levels and layers upon layers of why this place is terrifying, and I have not done too many videos on that, so what better way to start than watching some Amy's Crypt? So guys, if you like this type of content, want to see this kind of content continue, always be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, get this over 100 likes, and I will continue to react to Amy's Crypt. It means a lot. And also, go support the original video. Please do that before you watch even my reaction. Please, 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 please go support the original video. It means a lot. Guys, let's go ahead and dive into this, and I'll give you guys my thoughts, of course, during and after the video. Building up that suspense. I like it. The Paris Catacombs.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning into Amy's Crypt. Tonight I'm going to take you down into the Paris Catacombs to learn about its ghostly history. If you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe. I do have a part 2 video lined up to this one where I explore the forbidden section of the catacombs. But for now, I'm going to take you down into the tourist section and tell you a bit about its dark history and ghost stories.
Okay.
Alright guys, we are just about to descend down into the Paris Catacombs. Deep beneath the floors of Paris is a subterranean pit of death. Underground ossuaries piled with the skeletal remains of some 6 million dead people are connected by a sprawling tunnel system stretching miles beneath the ground. The origins of the Paris Catacombs date back to the 17th century. At this time, Paris was a busy and forever growing city, and one that struggled with death. Many factors, including disease, led to Paris being inundated with bodies, and soon cemeteries began to overflow. To deal with this issue, mass amounts of human remains were exhumed from cemeteries all throughout Paris. These remains were then stored within ancient stone mining networks beneath the city. These bones sat unorganized for many years, until renovations in the early 1800s saw them arranged into elaborate designs. This small but ornately decorated section of the catacombs is accessible to tourists, though there is a far more extensive tunnel system that spans outside the safety of this attraction. Majority of these tunnels are uncharted, forbidden to enter, and extremely dangerous. Some explorers who have entered have become lost, disoriented, and died within the dark depths of the Paris Catacombs. The catacombs are often claimed to be one of the most haunted places in the world.
Pretty much. I feel like people actually say it's almost like the gateway to hell. Which, I mean, if you had to tell me what the gateway to hell would look like, seeing walls mounted up of just human remains is pretty damn close. It's pretty horrific. It's pretty scary. I mean, it is kind of neat to see, but it's also like, oh my god, all those people without unmarked graves and their bodies just used for display is insane to me. It's insane. It's so creepy.
Legend has it that the gates of hell are hidden somewhere within the Paris Catacombs. So it is possible there are darker entities than just spirits lurking down there.
Oh, for sure.
In 2010, an explorer who made his way into the catacombs went missing. His final moments were documented on a video camera. The footage on this camera shows the man exploring before becoming spooked by something. He then drops the camera and runs off into the darkness. The camera rolled until it ran out of battery and was later found by another explorer. Though the legitimacy of this footage is questioned, some believe this man may have turned insane and then crossed through the gates to hell.
Yeah.
One of the best known...
Yeah, it's crazy. I actually heard the guy died. There is no proof of this. I mean, for all we know, that could have been just filmed and a complete setup. The guy could still be out there alive today. But I was told he died. Or at least they never found his body. Or never found him. So, I just don't know. It's tough. If you have any more information on this matter, please comment in the comment section. Let me know if you have any more information, because I just genuinely, my lack of information on that whole story with the guy down in the catacombs and then running off because he saw something, very much kind of comes off to me like that typical horror movie kind of setup, right? But I mean, he never went back for the camera. He never went back to check if it was still recording. He just left it. So for all he knew, if it was a setup, it could have just stopped recording the second he dropped it. But he didn't. And also he dropped it in water, which is like a place you do not want to just drop a camera. That would ruin the camera. He dropped it right next to water. So, I don't know. I don't know. It's pretty insane stuff, though.
Ghost of the Catacombs is said to protect those referred to as cataphiles, explorers of the forbidden catacombs. This man was a doorman for a local hospital. He wandered into the catacombs one night for an entrance in the hospital, supposedly in the search of a secret liquor stash. After he became disoriented and the light from his candle died, the man also perished. His body, discovered 11 years later and identified by the hospital keys he had on his person. His body remains entombed in the Paris catacombs along with his ghost, said to wander, whispering in people's ears and blowing out their candles. Many more spirits are thought to wander these underground tunnels, believed to be the restless souls moved from their initial place of rest. Additionally, many people claim that dark rituals have been conducted in the depths of the Paris catacombs. Would
Not
you
surprising.
dare visit this notorious haunted place?
Maybe someday. I don't know. If I ever went down in here, the only thing the video would be just me running back and forth, fucking having an anxiety attack. That's the entirety of the video. It's not even doing paranormal investigation. It's just like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. No.
So it really is a maze down here, and this is actually within the tourist section of the Paris Catacombs, which is quite a small distance compared to the 200 kilometers that they believe of these types of chambers that lie underneath Paris. We are just entering into the first section where there are chambers of bones, and you can see stacks that go way back of bones piled up in order, all of the ends of the bones here, and it's all lined decoratively with skulls. And these are all real human bones. So this is really interesting to look at. You can see all of the skulls lined up, and they're not all in great condition. Some a lot better than others, but these ones you can see have been completely cracked open, and you can see the thickness of the skull. Some of them you can even see where the skull plates have fused together.
Think about all the people who have probably just climbed up on top of that for a photo and probably crushed a lot of those skulls in the process. You know for a fact there had to have been a few, if not a lot of people who do that. 100%. Yeah, so, I mean, imagine, that's so disrespectful. It's so disrespectful. I mean, sad on it. It's kind of sad.
I've seen a few with full jaw, but most of them are in this kind of condition where they're quite deteriorated, cracked up. So there's actually a part that's barred off here, but what's interesting is you can see that there's been a bit of a crumble, and one of the walls, which is just stacked of human bones, has kind of given way.
and they've all just kind of spilled out onto the floor down there. So as we walk through, we can see some different designs in the skulls. Some are in love hearts, some are in crosses, or they're just lined up. And you can see some are obviously missing as well.
So some people...
parts of the catacombs are really dark. It's pretty well lit down.
So some people... Oh yeah, that whole scenario where I'm saying, you know, sitting here saying they probably sat on those skulls. Some people probably took some of them home with them. Like snuck them into their jacket or something like that and just walked on out. I wonder if they actually, like, search you. I wouldn't be surprised. And I think that would be smart. If they actually searched the guests before they leave.
Down here, but if those lights go out, it's pretty much pitch black. But I just wanted to show you there is water coming through. So it is starting to form little stalactites, which is kind of cool. And it adds to the creepy, damp feeling down here. Check out this one, it's been completely covered in moss. So this particular section is really cool because it's almost, looks like a freestanding pillar just coming around like a big kind of bulb, and it's built right up to the ceiling. There's lines of skulls, bones, and you can see more skulls in here going right up to the ceiling.
It's pretty, you know, as horrible as it kind of is, and I do believe it's horrible. I mean, these people are, you know, unmarked graves, and they're just laying on top of each other like that. It's pretty bad. But it's also kind of, I will admit, it's neat. It is neat. It's very different. It's very artistic in a sense, but I still feel genuinely bad. Maybe that's just the person I am. Maybe I just genuinely feel bad about how people's remains are handled, to where it's like, I mean, I understand why they did it, but man, you wish that a lot of them were just kind of put to rest, you know? But it's at the same time, it's a very historical location, a lot of history there. It's crazy. It's a crazy spot, man. There's really nowhere else in the world like this. It's almost a have to see at some point. I almost have to see it with my eyes to say at least I've seen it with my own eyes. It's crazy.
The ceiling is so low here, my head literally touches it just standing up straight. And if we look over here, there's just, you can just see how many bones are down here. They just stretch all the way back there. And they lead to other chambers that are uncharted out there.
Yep.
So actually quite deep underground, and this tunnel up here just kind of illustrates just how far down we are.
Oh, that's a long way to the top. You fall down that, yeah, you're done.
So what's a real shame is some people are so disrespectful that they've actually graffitied on skulls.
No.
I really hate seeing that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too. I think that's shit. That was somebody who used to walk on this planet. And for all you know, they probably were a very nice person. They probably helped out their neighbors. I mean, that's just, you know, hypothetical. It might not be true, but for all you know, that could have been someone who was so damn down to earth and so damn nice. And for them to have their skull graffitied like that is just it's sickening to me. It's insulting. I hate it. I really do not like that. Yeah, that sucks. They don't deserve, you know. Definitely a sorrowness that goes over when you're looking at all of them skulls. I'm talking a bit louder, by the way, guys. I'm talking a bit louder because a lot of people said they had a hard time hearing me the last video, and I wasn't really next to my microphone. I wasn't talking right next to it, so hopefully this helps out a lot. So if you want to know why I'm kind of speaking loudly, so people can actually hear me over the video, because some people, you know, they love to hear the video, but they also want to hear, you know, the person talk. They want to be able to understand what that person's thinking. That's the point of a reaction too, right?
So I just found a little nook that I'm going to climb into. And this is all kind of sealed off, and so there is a lot more extensive area of the catacombs that this little tourist section doesn't extend to or show, and a lot of it is uncharted. And there are explorers out there that go and kind of take note and document the catacombs. They're known as cataphiles. And there's a lot of small tunnel sections or blocked off pieces and all sorts of awesome things out there. So I wonder what's beyond this.
Yeah, it's a bit, yeah, it's a bit, I didn't want to pause it on her butt, no, it's a bit interesting, because, like, I'm sitting here thinking, why haven't they done this yet? And it occurred to me that, well, for one, if they even traveled down that far, there has to be an end to oxygen, so it would be too dangerous to go down that far. That's probably why they have never actually charted the entire thing. It would take so much resources to go down that deep. All right, that does make a lot of sense. It took me a few minutes to kind of understand why that might be the case, but there's a lot to it that goes. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it.
Down into the actual catacombs. Tunnel's getting smaller. Pitch black in here as well.
I'm getting claustrophobic just looking at that.
We're gonna crawl on our stomachs over the top of the bones, because that's how high they're stacked to the roof now. I'm about to crawl into a bone pit. How did you die? It's scary down here. It's just full piled up with human bones.
Wow, it's like an adventure.
There might be other people down here.
I think so.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, share, and make sure to subscribe, because I have a part 2 video in the forbidden section coming very soon. If you're after more reading on haunted locations, head to amyscrypt.com. Until next time.
I'm going to go ahead and dive into part 2, the actual investigation of the Paris Catacombs. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and keep it going, guys. Oh, yeah. This is going to get intense. I was already just finished the first part of it, and just to even see the clips of her climbing through those really small tunnels, it already makes my anxiety run. So, here we go with part 2 of the Paris Catacombs, forbidden scary ghost evidence captured in paranormal investigation.
Down into the actual catacombs. Tunnel's getting smaller. Pitch black in here as well. Are you okay? We're gonna crawl on our stomachs over the top of the bones, because that's how high they're stacked to the roof now. I'm about to crawl into a bone pit. How did you die? It's scary down here. It's just
Fuck yeah!
piled up.
That's how you know you're living. Is when it gets scary down there.
other people down here?
I think so.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning into Amy's Crypt. I'm currently in Paris, France, and I'm getting ready to take you guys to explore the forbidden section of the Paris Catacombs. We're also going to be doing some paranormal investigating down there. If you guys haven't done so already, check out my part 1 video where I show you around the tourist side of the catacombs, go over its ghost stories and history. But for today, we're going to the forbidden section.
Deep beneath the streets of Paris lies a subterranean set of tunnels containing the infamous Paris Catacombs. After 17th century Paris was inundated with death, its cemeteries began to overflow. To alleviate this crisis, 6 million people's skeletal remains were exhumed from cemeteries and stacked within pre-existing underground tunnels. While a small section of these tunnels contains ornate ossuaries decorated with bones open to tourists for a fee, a far more extensive system of tunnels remains uncharted beneath Paris. These less explored catacombs are forbidden to enter and of extreme danger. They are also said to be one of the most haunted places in the world.
I can believe
This
it.
video is not for the faint of heart. If you are claustrophobic, scared of the dark, fear the paranormal, or are sensitive to viewing human remains, then I advise viewer discretion.
You know, I actually was just thinking about this. You know how a lot of haunted locations, you have to kind of hypothesize that there could be possibly bodies buried on certain properties, like where it will mention, like, for example, one of the Twin Paranormal videos, or most of the Twin Paranormal videos that I used to watch, they would always get, like, bodies here, and they would think that there's a body there. So we really didn't have any proof that there was really a body buried on the property, but with the Paris Catacombs, there are thousands upon probably 100,000s of bodies buried there, and you can physically see them. So it would not surprise me if the Paris Catacombs were insanely haunted. Coming from a guy who, yes, I do believe in debunking, and I do believe in calling out fake when I do see it. I'm also a believer in the paranormal, and I'm a very big enthusiast for the paranormal. And if you had to ask me what is one of the most haunted places on the world, if you had to guess if a place was actually haunted, I would say the Paris Catacombs probably, because of everything that is down there.
You go through first, James?
Yeah.
Makes me want to play a horror game. That is, why would you, look how small that, ow, yeah, careful. Look how small that is. That's fucking
Very
nuts,
graceful,
man.
Amy.
You're insane.
That was probably the least graceful entrance to the catacombs ever.
You just perfectly fit in that thing. That is insanely unsettling. I would be crying if someone asked me to do that. I'd be like, no, please. If I got stuck in that, I'd die right there. I don't mean she's insane, by the way. I know a lot of people are going to take that out of context. That's crazy, dude. I thought you got stuck for a second.
No, they got this down here.
Yeah. I don't know how that bike fit through that little hole.
If I had to guess, they probably took it apart and then put it back together on the other side. That would be my guess. But then they probably realized it wasn't going to ride all the way down. They were like, we don't really feel like taking this apart again and putting it back through the hole, so we're just going to leave it here.
What does that mean?
That's the end.
The year of what?
It was put up. So just walking through these awesome looking tunnels. How you going back there, Jared?
Good.
street signs down here that kind of help me navigate the way. So this one here. And that's kind of what we're using to understand where we're at. They're kind of similar to the ones above us, a couple meters up there in the streets of Paris.
Entrance closed. Look.
Oh, this one?
I'll be honest. If I ever do go to the Paris Catacombs, I guarantee you it will be the most unintentionally funny video probably on the internet. It would literally be nothing but me being just anxiety-filled, claustrophobic, screaming constantly. It would, like, I am one of those people who actually gets annoyed when people, like, freak out in paranormal investigations. But here there is just so much that would just overflow in my mind. Not only, obviously, the paranormal isn't what would scare me about this place. It would literally be the structure of the place that would scare me more. The idea of getting lost, the dust, the tight spaces that we have to climb through. No, thank you. The squeezed-in walls. I just, no.
So close that one.
Yes.
It would be a lot for me.
Entrance is closed. No, maybe 1 or 2 it's open.
I can.
Alright guys, so we've made it down into the actual catacombs and we're just navigating through to try and find some chambers where there are bones, and it's quite warm down here, but it's also a little bit wet, so the floor's quite muddy, almost sticky, but it's really cool. We can tell other people have been down here from all the graffiti and whatnot. It's awesome. The tunnel's getting smaller.
Yeah, it is. Yep, I'd be screaming already. You would literally hear me in the back. Ah! 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 That would be me the entire time. As the lower I get to the ground. Ah, please! Help me!
You can stand up again here now.
It's gonna come down on top of me! I apologize for whoever I just
So
deafened.
many directions to go.
Look, listen, it's the metro. Subway.
Oh, you can hear it. We can hear the metro, the train coming over.
That's cool. Notice that the walls are kind of shaped like a coffin. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but that's kind of what it looks like. Like, you see how straight it is on top right here? Like, it's perfectly small and straight, and then it kind of widens out. And it just looks like a coffin.
It's it's a subway.
Okay.
So just wait, because this side and this side is the same. But
So you can just hear the metro going above us now, and it sounds really creepy. And we've come down here with a cataphile. He's our guide showing us around. It's very maze-like down here, so I definitely wouldn't recommend coming down with anyone who doesn't know what they're doing, because I think personally I'm already lost. So we're going up the stairs, and this up here is an old blocked off entrance. They have been cementing them in so people can't get in.
That's pretty smart.
not all.
Go flush around.
Is your lens fogging up, Joe?
No.
These are all little seashells that you can see in the walls here. How scary does the metro sound?
Pretty intense. I was waiting for his answer. Pretty intense.
It's really freaky down here.
I can see why people get lost.
Yep. You want to spark my fear really quickly? If I was ever on an investigation with you and you looked at me and said, I can see why people get lost, I would be like, then let's go back. I love it. It's creepy, but I love it.
It's pitch black in here as well. Turn.
Oh,
So I'm basically just trying not to fall in the slop and the water, and it's like clay. I think this bit is a bit better now.
You really got to watch your step in there.
Just walking over this paste.
Yeah. You slip, you get bust your face on that wall.
Is Jared up ahead? Is this deep?
It's okay.
You can do it, Jared. Jared,
Yeah.
trunching through the water.
Yeah, just walk through it. Don't worry, this isn't like an Indiana Jones situation where you have to like leap.
This way.
Snapping some shots. That would be my friend Cinnamon. She would literally stop. I'm literally like, I guarantee you, if we were in this situation, I would literally be walking, risking my life, and she would stop everything she's doing to snap some pictures of a funny moment and be like, that's a good photo. That's good shit. I guarantee you. Nice.
So we just got to a section of the tunnel, and this is how tall it is. And it goes like this for we're at the end now, but I just had to crab walk for a very long time. It's crazy. I think we can stand normal now. Check out the Pac-Man.
Waka waka waka.
That's nice.
Where are the ghosts? So
Ah,
this is a little
true.
alcove
Where are the
for
ghosts?
sitting and parties. People have been here with candles. It's cool. So we're just going through the second part. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Smell the bag on. It's not too bad now. So you cannot walk up straight in here if you're claustrophobic. This is not the place for you.
You're so right.
There's some street name.
Yeah, very accurate.
Art, actually.
Yeah.
These look cool. And a lot of candles. We seen a rat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just one. It's cute. So we just made it into another area where there's a bit of art, candles, and this is just like a cool hangout spot. People come to chill. I hit my head.
Oh, I bet.
And check this out.
Look at that.
There's another shell here.
Some nice artwork, actually.
See it?
You see, this is okay. I'm fine with artwork if it's like on a normal wall. That's fine, or if it, whatever. But the skulls is where I'm like aggravated. But when it's like this, it's fine. It's just another cement wall, right? It's rock.
It's cool.
But the human remains is what I have an issue with.
There's so many different ways to go. It's scary down here. We're gonna squeeze in Jared. I'm gonna get Jared to pan up in a sec. I don't know if he'll be able to see up, but it's just illustrating how deep underneath Paris we are right now.
Ready?
Pan up. Yeah, go. Oh my god. What?
You can't see the top on the camera.
Yeah.
Nope.
I can't see the top of my eyes.
I just picture Santa falling through that right now. Just, oh shit!
Wow. That's bloody cool.
It is cool, but it's also kind of intense.
It's not necessary to go to the top, but it's fun to...
Just to see it, yeah. So this is a spiral staircase we're ascending now. And that shot that we just showed you that leads all the way up, that is how high the spiral stairs go. Right up to the top. Oh my gosh. So I'm going up these stairs. Jared's down there with his torch on. But this is how dark it is. Completely pitch black in this tunnel.
Yep.
Jared.
Yep.
You can see his light. That's Jared. That's the rest of the stairs. I think I can hear the street above.
Freedom!
Here's the top. Shh.
That leads out to the street.
That's another entrance. I have no idea where we are. Let's go. That's very cool.
It's like a dragon head almost. Like I can't really tell. Like a what is that?
Yes, the second room.
Oh, another one? Yeah. I think these are little Totoros here.
Yep, there's little Totoros.
Or little cats. It's so cute. There's actually a cute little hangout area here. So there's candles and seating around here. And it even has a name. And people just come here to hang out, chill out and drink beers, I guess. It's kind of cool.
Charming place to drink alcohol. That's pretty cool.
Date to right there.
There's more on the side here.
Peace, yeah.
Got these potholes.
Yeah.
In your head. So I've been going in all sorts of directions for a while. And we're still looking for the areas where the bones are stored. So the catacombs aren't just filled with bones, it's certain sections that are. And that's what is of most interest to us down here. Tell you what, you wouldn't want to get hurt either. It'd be so hard to get you out.
Oh yeah.
To another.
Yeah, if you like broke your leg or something and they had to like drag you out of there. Oh my god, that'd be a pain in the ass. I mean, you could probably get a stretcher in there, maybe, but it would be difficult to even get you on the stretcher and carry you out the entire way. Yeah, this is the last place you would want to get hurt. Couldn't even imagine.
Entry. Some more water. Get past. And now the ceiling is like
closing in on me.
Great.
Okay, this way. There's just a water drain here. It's through here down there.
Leads straight into hell. That's how hell gets their water.
Oh. So my shoe fell in the pothole.
Oh my
Now I know how to
god.
get through this one. Let's see.
Yes.
Oh.
No, I think yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Why would you want to risk it?
Don't fall in.
Okay. Alright.
Things for Amy's crypt.
On your jacuzzi.
Alright, my turn now. Alright,
What's that for you? There's a little swimming pool in here as well. I
cool.
don't know if you can get any closer.
Okay.
Oh my god, look how deep it is. That's like a swimming pool.
Yes, but just this, so it's okay, so. But you are very lucky.
Who's down here? Pennywise?
Oh guys, I'm wrecked. We've been underground for how long?
30 minutes, 40 minutes.
40 minutes. We've just been trekking about, crawling through holes and stuff. Water and the ceiling keeps dropping. So it's a little hard to keep finding our way. It's also scary because it's pitch black and I don't know. We've yet to encounter bones, but I'm looking forward to that. It's very maze-like down here as well. So these are actually part of sort of an ancient mining tunnel system. And then the bones came later when they had to find a solution to the graveyards overflowing in the plague. So that's kind of why they're down here.
So this is night vision, and you guys cannot see anything, right? Complete dark.
Oh my
I
god.
turn off night vision. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Creepy.
It is pretty scary.
No light
actually.
with bones.
Yeah. Think of what's down here. So we're having fun so far exploring, but we're about 5 minutes off seeing the bones and the bone chambers. So very, very excited.
I bet you is. I would not be excited only because of how far they are in. I'd be so. Let's see the bones get out. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So we're just navigating our way to some of the bones. Oh, this is quite long. Oh man, it's good for the legs.
Yeah, no shit.
Not for the back. Reminds me of Alamo, Jared. Takes me back. We are walking down the tunnel. I cannot stand in it. We are heading to our first bone chamber.
I'm trying to see if those were bones on the floor. I think those are just rocks.
Yes.
Dude, their backs must have been burning after all that. Laying on a bed after all that crouching and walking through those tunnels must have been like heaven.
What's that?
One bone is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just little.
Just a bone.
First bone.
First bone. I missed that one. They're all piled up out here.
The first screen. Look.
Oh.
Yep, a skull.
Oh man, this is a workout. Alright, so we've just reached our first bone chamber and it is guarded by this little guy here. I'm gonna crawl into this hole to have a look inside and see what's in there, I guess. Okay.
Nope.
This is me trying to get in.
Yes.
I'm gonna be so dirty after this.
Oh, you're actually going to go all the way in? I'll give you credit. Ah, God. My chest. Can't take this.
Okay, perfect. Okay, your turn.
So I don't know if you guys can see the bones in there already.
I'll go in first. Thank you.
This footage is gonna be a bit shaky, sorry guys. So there is just femurs and all sorts of bones down here.
Yep. Trying her best to avoid stepping on them, it looks like. Okay, what? Think about this for a second.
Yes,
Think about this. What if the guy decided to book it right there? Like, he waited till they climbed all the way back in there and ran off. That's like a horror movie setup.
Are you right there, Jared?
I'm sure they must have told other people they were going down here, though.
Go over the bones. I almost feel like I need a whisper in here. So. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's no way you're not going to be able to step on them.
There is a lot of bones down there. There is so many bones. Check it out.
That's kind of eerie. Looks like the Grim Reaper.
The catacombs were in pre-existing
Side-eye guy?
kind of cave system underneath Paris, and they were filled with bones eventually because the cemeteries in Paris were overflowing. They were inundated with the dead, and the reason they were overflowing was a lot because they didn't have enough space. Population was growing, but there was also the bubonic plague, which wiped out a lot of people. So they kind of emptied the cemeteries and brought them down here underground. And most of the bones down here, they say there's about 6 million people's remains, are just kind of stacked in piles like this in rooms and chambers. But when you go through the tourist side, you see the ornately, beautifully decorated, nicely stacked, in unison, all those bones. But this is a stark contrast to what you would have seen in my part 1 video.
I mean,
So
I guess you could look at it that way. It's just one giant tomb, one giant grave for all those people. So I guess there is a more lighthearted side to it, I guess. But to me, it's like, man, it does bum me out though a little bit to see all of them just kind of thrown together like that.
In this bone chamber, Jared's gone to fetch my bag so we can try our first paranormal investigation piece in the bone chamber.
Yeah, thanks.
Seemed like a cool place to do it. Alright guys, I'm in one of the bone chambers of the forbidden section of the Paris Catacombs. I'm going to conduct a spirit box down here. Seems like an appropriate place.
Yeah, it does. You're right. You're right.
I'm going to do my best to reach out in French. Again, I do not speak French, so we'll see how I go. But okay, we're also going to go lights out for this one. I don't know how to turn that off. Oh, here.
So we're in pitch black.
Yeah.
Apart from Amy's phone light, we can't see anything.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Amy. Virgin Valley, talk to me. Quel est votre nom? Tell me your name.
Nothing.
Pourquoi es-tu ici? Why are you here? Can you hear that noise?
I can hear water dripping.
Oh, okay. Comment es-tu?
Kind of sounded like a drop, like a raindrop.
How did you die? D'où êtes-vous? Where are you from?
That or it could have been the tour guide. I just thought of that. Tour guide, I think, is still outside the tunnel.
Et cheveux? Are you happy? Combien de personnes sont ici? How many people are down here? Where's ton corps? Where is your body?
She's not getting anything.
Merci.
Most of it... Most of it, unfortunately, is just hard to hear over that. I try to listen, but it's just too difficult to kind of hear it.
Sounds like something's walking through the bones towards us. I think it's just water dripping though.
There's a lot of water dripping. So
Yeah.
I'm worried about that. I thought I heard a growl.
That might have been my stomach.
Oh,
My stomach growled.
You should tell me that then.
gotcha.
Because I am like meters and meters underground in a cave full of bones and I hear a growl. Plus, they say there's a gateway to hell down here, so when I hear something growl, makes me think twice, Jared. Alright.
I think it'd be a little
I
bit
couldn't hear
deeper
really
than
any
that
responses
if there was a gate.
at all on that. You know, maybe this is basically a radio, so maybe it's just there's no signal down here, and normally we do pick up a lot of static and radio frequency. I didn't hear anything that sounded like voices, though I have conducted sessions like this before. Felt in the moment I didn't pick up anything, and then upon reviewing it, actually have picked up numerous voices. So we'll review it later, but I think I'm gonna find the light because I'm just sitting in complete darkness.
Okay, yeah, they're not hearing
So I don't
none of
know
that.
how we're gonna explain this to the Airbnb that we're staying at. Okay, should we go around this way and just see some
Hey.
more, or
Yeah. You go.
should keep going?
Got a lot of Amy's ass in this video.
Oh my god, is it dirty?
Oh my god.
So you shut yourself.
Oh no, it feels wet. Look at
Alright,
these.
that's where we've got to go.
There.
Yep.
Is that?
Yep.
Your feet first, yes.
Feet first? Ooh.
Any claustrophobic viewers?
Not very. I feel it.
Yeah, my hips don't fit through.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable, man.
You never saw this hip
But
before?
a lot of bones here is broken, so this place is
Yeah.
it's full.
Well, they're so old as well.
That ass.
Easy. Okay.
Look up
Look up and don't touch anything.
in case
But
they
just look.
are unstable.
Yes. Maybe.
Okay.
Spotted creature.
Yeah, let me
Yes,
try and get a photo of him. I'm about to crawl into a bone pit to see bones that stack up about 30 meters high. And right where I need to crawl, someone has made a spider creature out of bones. And that is very disturbing.
Okay.
Oh my god, guys, look, a skeleton.
Oh,
There's
I was like,
a
all
huge
intact?
skeleton in here. All these bones.
that's gotta suck, man. You have to walk over all that stuff.
Skull. Wow.
Careful if you ask that friends about it.
Oh my gosh. This, I'm looking upwards, guys. And these are all just bones stacked.
How the
I
hell?
would not want one to fall out because this whole thing could just cave in on me.
Don't put your bum down.
Don't put my bum down. This is the monstrosity that is like right behind me. This is probably one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
That's certainly something.
Up here. That's insane.
Yeah. I wouldn't even
I'm
want to
gonna
be
leave the
underneath
light
that.
here, Jared. If you want to come have a look at this, because it's crazy.
What's your bum? Jesus.
And
Telling you.
I know I'm trying not to hit him.
I'm looking at a ceiling of bones.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. Horror movie-esque.
We are literally walking through slop.
Oh my god.
My boots are getting really heavy.
That was a big hole here, eh?
Big hole.
There's a big hole here.
Big hole.
Hole in there, yeah.
Yes, go to the stone. Perfect.
Amy's crypt.
No one ever said it would be easy.
Oh, I see some bones.
Okay.
Floor here, just all around us.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Here is the best place.
In the next clip you're about to watch, we picked up some strange audio on the camera that sounds very much like a sinister laugh. This is strange as it doesn't appear to be myself or our guide, since we had walked away down a tunnel, and the laughter sounds close to the camera. It also doesn't sound like Jared, who was holding the camera at the time. Take a listen and let me know your opinion on the noise in the comments below.
Collection of skulls.
Yes, it's very interesting to see this.
Oh.
You know, it actually sounds like sniffing. Like something sniffing. You know what I mean? Like really fast. They said there was rats down there, didn't they? Maybe it was a rat. It could be my guess, but it's very interesting for sure. I don't know. It was kind of weird that he did it as it was passing by the Grim Reaper picture. That's when it did it. Creepy. Weird. Huh? Could have been a rat sniffing, though.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God. Look at that.
Ow. Oh, look at these.
So we've just been shown this throne, this chair, and it was made completely out of bones, and there's a lot of skulls. I mean, the most intact ones that we've seen so far, kind of just decorating it and surrounding it, and this one even has teeth left in it. It's very cool.
Bone throne.
Looks like something the Goblin King from the Lord of the Rings would sit on. That is crazy, though. Someone took the time to make that.
So I don't know if anyone's seen or aware of As Above, So Below. It's a horror movie filmed almost completely in the Paris catacombs, and this is part of actually where they did some of their filming, so it's really cool.
I have seen it.
Slow and steady, yeah?
I think I'm stuck.
Just breathe with me, please. It's okay.
Yep.
What was that?
We're just about to head into one of the bone chambers, and it's a very narrow, small tunnel that is completely filled with bones, and you almost need to crawl over the bones to get inside. So we're gonna see if we can maneuver our way through.
You know, As Above, So Below was actually one of the found footage films that I really did enjoy. Me and Michael actually went and saw it in theaters, and as someone who has claustrophobia, I was definitely gripping my my seat quite a bit.
It's like a rib bone, these are hips, there's everything here. You ready?
Yep.
Oh my.
I'm just gonna crawl.
Yeah, I think you kind of need to.
Yeah, that's gonna... God, careful, man. If there's like sharp bones in there, that could hurt. Too bad you guys don't have like thick coats or anything that you can slip on really quick and just.
So we're just crawling deeper into the tunnel. It's kind of gross. It's just filled with human bones. And I feel bad just like walking on top of all these people.
I feel ya.
Oh my god.
I would too.
Alright guys, so this is kind of as far as we go, unless we're going to crawl on our stomachs over the top of the bones, because that's how high they're stacked to the roof now. Like almost right up to the roof. So I think what we're going to do is just like hang out here for a bit and reach out and see if we get anything, if anything kind of happens. So this is probably one of the crazy.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. They are actually up towards the ceiling. I probably wouldn't be comfortable like stomach crawling over all those. I know they did it in the movie, but yeah, no, not for me. Not for me. But I understand, you know, they're trying to make a decent video and they want to go pretty far, but at some points you got to know when to fold them.
I am sitting in a tunnel that I barely fit in. My head is right at the roof. It's just full piled up with human bones. I can't actually go any further because you can see they're piled right to the roof, unless I got my stomach and literally swam through the bones, which I'm not quite prepared to do, but it's very scary. I am currently in a bone-filled tunnel in the forbidden section of the Paris Catacombs. I am about to conduct a ghost tube session, so I'm going to hit the record button right now. I have the language on this one set to French, so if we get a fluctuation in the environment that syncs up to the ghost dictionary, we could potentially receive a word. Doesn't mean it's from a spirit, but it, you know, it's worth having on.
Yeah.
I've also got it's enabled to listen for EVPs, and it also has a magnetometer on it, so it's able to pick up any fluctuations in the magnetic field, which right now is fluctuating a small bit, but it's quite steady, so I don't think that anything noteworthy is kind of happening right now. We can turn up, whoa, it blinds me. We can turn off the lights and ask some questions, so I'm going to turn this big light off first. Okay. So now we're in almost complete darkness. There's a small amount of light emitting from the phone that we're using to run this ghost tube app. Other than that, it's completely pitch black. Now, I do not speak French and I don't claim to be very good at it. I do have some questions I pre-recorded on my phone from Google Translate, so I might use them to try and reach out. I assume if there are spirits down here, then it's most likely that they would speak French. Bonjour, je m'appelle Amy.
Bonjour and
my
oui
name is Amy.
are the only two I know. Sounds like there was something there, yeah. Something made a noise.
Peux-tu me parler? Can you talk to me?
Yeah, it's tough to tell.
Quel est votre nom?
It's tough to tell with the noises in the background because, again, they have that tour guide with them, and I don't know where he is and what he's doing. So any of that noise could be easily debunked as the tour guide. But you do need a tour guide if you're going to go down here. So I'm really not going to, give flack or anything for that.
What is your name?
Yeah, it's very hard to make out, but it did said it said headphones recommended, but I don't have any on me right now, so. Huh. It's pretty frequent, though. Like the voices that they're catching.
Pourquoi, Tracy? Why are you here?
After capturing multiple voices on the camera's audio that are unexplained, we also received a response through the GhostTube app. Here, a popular French name was selected from a word database after changes in the environment occurred. Could this be the name of a spirit who resides in the Paris catacombs, or simply random? Please share your thoughts with me in the comments below.
It's so freaky to think of what is behind me. It's just a mass grave, basically.
Aurélie.
Aurélie?
What should it say?
Aurélie?
You don't have Translate on your phone?
No. So we just got a word, Aurélie. I don't know if that's a French word or a name.
It's on the French dictionary, so it should be French.
I mean, it is a French word, right?
Yeah.
It could be a name or a word. I'm not sure what it means, though. That's something that we have to translate after. Which is a shame we don't know what it means in the moment. And I mean, even though we got that word, it might not be meaningful to anything. It could just be complete coincidence that even came up.
Very possible.
Yeah.
There might be other people down here.
I think so.
Yeah, for sure. Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're loud.
Are we alright in here?
After our investigation was disturbed, but before leaving this bone-filled tunnel, we received one final word through the GhostTube app. This word translates to him. Could this be a spirit letting us know we weren't alone in the catacombs? Or just a random anomaly? Leave me a comment to share your thoughts.
It could be either or. Honestly. Yep.
Maybe stop recording.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop. Oh, Louis.
We just got a word Louis.
L-U-I.
That's a name.
Okay, I've stopped recording now anyway. Yeah, we just encountered a bunch of other people.
Oh, they're out there. That's
so
awkward.
The ruckus you guys probably just heard in there was actually a bunch of firefighters coming through the catacombs as part of a routine kind of drill, almost for fun, to come down here and try to navigate their way back out, like a team building exercise, but we had no idea what was going on. It sounded like they were having a good time with it.
Yeah, it did. They were laughing.
We were just caught off guard. And apparently that is super, super rare. Like, that never happens. All I heard was there was a fire in Paris, and I was like, uh-oh, maybe we should go.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. That'd be a fun exercise.
More.
Okay.
Lot.
Same.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, careful. That is deep, man.
Oh, sweat.
Look at...
They're coming for us.
Oh my god.
Oh, they are right behind them.
Be careful.
Yeah, it looks like we're leaving. Some familiar places.
Alright guys, we're back in Le Bocal, and we thought it was a good place just to sit quietly for a little bit so that we can do an sort of like an EVP session, but we're also using GhostTube, so it also has the dictionary on as well. So I'm going to hit record now. I can see all the magnetic readings. They look pretty steady. It is really quiet.
Oh, jeez. Made me jump. I was about to say, it is quiet. It must have been his stomach.
Is that your stomach?
Not mine. I think that's his.
It's not you.
Mine was gone off before too.
Jared's stomach growled in the bone chamber and it scared me.
There's your demon, Jared's stomach. Go ahead and pause it really quick. Yeah, I had no idea that they did like an actual kind of team effort kind of exercise in the catacombs. That's a hell of a thing to know. I'm kind of glad I know it. Ugh. I slightly heard that. And I just turned my audio all the way up to hear that.
Famous ghost story down here. A man named Philibert, who worked at a hospital, and he entered the catacombs for an entrance that was underneath the hospital. And it said that for some reason he thought that there was a secret stash of liquor down here in the catacombs, and he went searching for it. And all he took with him was a candle. He got a little bit lost down here, and when his candle went out, I mean, he died after that just because he was stuck and he could not find his way out. I think it was about 11 years later his body was found, and he was identified because he still had his keys from the hospital on him.
That's crazy.
And they just left his body down here because I think they just walled it up with bones and such. There's already so many bodies down here, I guess. But he's said to still be in the catacombs and supposedly whispers to people and usually appears around the anniversary of his death.
So they just left his body down there because they already said it's a giant tomb anyways. No proper burial, no letting the family know, or did the family decide that this was going to happen? Oh my god.
He's also said to be a bit cheeky and blows out the candles of other people who are trying to explore down here via candlelight.
Oh my god.
So apparently, when there's parties and such down here, this below me is used sort of as a toilet, and they burn it because it gets rid of the piss stink.
So it's a toilet.
Yeah, it's charming. It's a toilet.
Good.
I just slide down it. You see that spider on the wall?
Because
Another one of those spiders on the wall. Move that way so I can see it.
trudging on sand.
Yes, and
And you can walk how you walked in that bone bit.
Yeah, but
Is it getting lower?
I'm just gonna crawl.
Okay. 2 chandeliers.
That's fancy.
oh, free.
This is where the high class people will drink their alcohol.
Chandeliers.
We just discovered another bar area with chandeliers and all.
Oh, it actually has a bar. It's called
Yeah. This,
the Marker Bar.
Hmm?
The Marker Bar.
It's a bar. It's the same.
Alright, what will it be?
So that's where you serve the drinks.
Yeah.
Marker Bar.
That's
Maybe.
cool.
You don't have.
It's pretty neat.
Oh.
No drinks.
It's a dry bar.
Oh. And then there's more tunnels in there. Oh, that's cool.
Yes. I totally forgot this place, so it's cool.
Lumia.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, good.
You know what though, man? Like even knowing this whole concept is terrifying to me, at least after it's done, they're gonna go back to the Airbnb and just lay there and say, "Can you believe that we just did that?" Like the conversations that these people are gonna have after all these investigations and stuff are just gonna be nuts.
Well, I can hit the train.
That metro. And this is the old entrance yard.
Yep.
Do not slice yourself. Footways yard.
Hang on. So,
Jared is now navigating.
this way.
No.
Yeah, that is he.
Okay, which way now, Jared?
Straight.
Straight? Yeah?
See, they could have.
Not too
Look at that
bad.
though. That one mistake would have got them screwed. That one mistake.
What?
Straight.
Ooh.
This? Yeah. Okay.
And you go.
I've got you.
Alright, so I'm gonna go legs
So you gotta go legs first, backwards through this tiny hole, which is the hole we came in through.
Oh my
Jared is
god.
demonstrating very gracefully how to do it.
Cool.
I am not going to be good at this.
Someone grabs him and like pulls him through.
I'm going to pass you through all the stuff in a sec, Jared, okay? Are you alright?
Yeah, my bum's stuck. Hang on.
Oh my god, if your bum's stuck, my bum's definitely going to get stuck.
Alright, I made it.
You did it?
Yeah.
Good work.
Oh, good.
Alright, so we made it out, and it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was scary going down there. And there was a lot of crawling through tiny holes, water, sludge. And look at the state of me, like, I'm disgusting. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. That way I can keep taking you to these creepy locations. If you're after any more reading on haunted places, head to amyscrypt.com. Until next time.
Hell yeah, man. Okay, so that was the Catacombs. And you know, one of the things about the Catacombs is that even if they didn't catch anything paranormal, the concept and the place by itself without anything paranormal is still legitimately a creepy and scary location. Like with some of these places you go into, you'll notice that there is no paranormal activity. Even if it's like pronoun or like announced that it's haunted, that doesn't mean you're going to catch activity. But at least with the Catacombs, if you go there, you're going to know you're going to still be genuinely freaked out because it's genuinely a scary place without that paranormal activity. So it's one of those places that I feel like even if I went to, I would at least be able to say that I actually was able to do it and actually go down in there and say I've been there. So I'm curious, guys, what video would you like me to react to next for Amy's Crypt? I really enjoyed that. So if you're new around here, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, get this video over 100 likes, and I will continue doing reactions to Amy's Crypt. It was a lot of fun. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Please do take care.
Throwing down, coming after me if you